What is up, everybody? ¿Qué tal, mi gente? Welcome back to another review on this channel. Boy, has it been a long time since I've done that. So, this video is going to be about the interactive buddies from 2009. Now, you're probably wondering, Toy Bin, you've been gone for a year. My food's cold. Where have you been? And now, calm down before you ask that. I'll make another video kind of explaining, or not, or a community post. You can go to some older community posts to kind of see why I will stop posting after, stop posting. Basic summary, so I can keep that short. School kind of took up a lot of time, so I couldn't film videos anymore. And, then after that, I kind of lost interest in Toy Story, so. Basic summary. But recently, my interest has peaked again, and since it is the 30th anniversary, Jesus, I feel old. I remember when it was the 28th. Damn. I figured I'd make another video, and that is on the interactive buddies from Thinkway Toys from 2009. I know I already mentioned that, but whatever. So I got these guys on Mercari for $150. And you're probably saying, that's a lot of money. But these guys did retail for $100 back in the day. So, yeah. Now, if you don't know what the interactive buddies are, let me give you a quick rundown. The interactive buddies were first released in 1997 by Thinkway Toys. And it was a 2-pack of Woody and Buzz Lightyear. They had blinking eyes and basically talked to each other and said some phrases from the movie. Woody was voiced by Jim Hanks, while Buzz was voiced by Pat Fraley. A step-in voice for Buzz when Tim Allen wasn't voicing him, as I'm pretty sure Tim Allen was very, busy during, the 90s. So, yeah, I don't think he would have time to voice toys, but, around the time when these were made, I'm pretty sure he had some time to record lines for these, as this Buzz is voiced by Tim Allen, but we're not there yet. They were re-released for 1999, which is their more well-known release for Toy Story 2, and then another one was released with Woody and Jesse. These guys would be released for a few years until they kind of disappeared off store shelf, and then around the time of 2009, these versions, which were Toys R Us exclusives, were introduced, basically more advanced versions. Then after these, they released a Toy Story 3 versions of these, but unfortunately they did not have the blinking eye feature. And then after that, Buzz would end up gaining the wings, as this one didn't have the wings, the original 2009, and Woody would not have the string. But on later releases of them, they did have the string and wings, which kind of made it feel like you were just getting a basic Woody and Buzz in a 2-pack, which kind of made them feel less special, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Now, these are the, as I said, 2009 version, so they have the blinking eyes and everything, and what this video is going to be is just, showing their phrases, the detail, and if I would recommend, for your collection. Now, these ones are pretty rare to come by. They're not easy to come by. You could find, the original 90s ones pretty easily. Those are the more common ones, or the later non-blinking eye versions. But these ones were only released for, I think only a year, so which is why they are so rare. If they weren't, if they weren't released for only 1 year, maybe a few more, then maybe they wouldn't be as rare. I'm pretty sure these ones were also repackaged in, another packaging that was in Spanish. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Yeah, there were Spanish versions of these. I don't know how many languages they did of the interactive buddies, but I know Spanish is one of them. Which would be kind of cool to own, but I want one of these with the blinking eyes that talks Spanish, because your boy is Mexican. See, you put habla español. So I would love to see, a version of these in Spanish. Heck, I want a Toy Story collection video in Spanish. But anyways, getting sidetracked here. Yeah, let's get into the review of these. First off, we're going to take a look at this box. It isn't really nothing special, but it is a pretty cool one to mention. If I bring it up, we have the only at Toys R Us sticker. I still miss you, man. Inside is the box with the Toy Story clouds with Andy's little wall and the wooden floor at the bottom, which is really, really cool. as I think 2009 had the best packaging for toys in my opinion. Toy Story 3 just felt really corporate. We have over 100 sayings, try us, and then we have some pictures of Woody, you know, he says yeehaw cowboy, and we have Buzz that says original voice to Infinity and Beyond, and then we said original conversations from the film, I am Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger, oh brother, you're a toy, man. Woody was not having it that day. Yeah, Buzz does have the original voice. Woody is still voiced by Jim, but he does sound a lot more like Tom this time around, as the original one had a really high-pitched voice like a lot of other Woody toys around the 90s. But don't worry, we'll get to that guy later. But yeah, he has the big red. It has the big red Trias sticker, which other versions did not have, but some did have the red sticker. So if yours has the red sticker, let me know. I know some people that don't have the red sticker, but mine does. So I don't know. We have the interactive buddies, talking action figures, and we have this Toy Story 2 looking render of Woody and Buzz. I can zoom in onto that. Yeah. So, and then we have the I'm a Thinking toy with the Thinkway Toys logo, if you can see that. And then we have the Toy Story logo. Moving to the side here, we just have some more stuff. We have Buzz Lightyear, and you can press the talk button to hear Buzz's original voice. Press the arm laser button for light and sound effects. And as you can see, you can Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. We have Woody. When I go to Roundup, talk button. Woody talks. Excuse me. Bottom shirt button to hear Woody. And then we have talk with blinking eyes. I am a member of the Universe Production Unit. You are a toy, TOY toy. Press buttons. Talk to each other. Does anyone have Buzz voice sampler buttons or Woody's top shirt button, and the buddies will interact with each other. And we have this really nice cloud-looking peg box thing where it goes from like Andy's normal sky, and then as it goes up, it gets darker and darker. As is it going up to space? We don't know. There's their battery compartment. So Buzz takes 3 AA's, Woody takes 3 AA's, and we have Thinkway Toys and barcode. And here we just, 3 ways to play. At the back we have Woody and Buzz and all their stuff. Yeah, featuring original conversations from the movie, and yeah, so interactive buddies talking action figure. Yeah, I'm not gonna read a lot of this, but I'm gonna read this part here. So, relive the Toy Story experience with the interactive buddies. Here's the story from Sheriff Woody or Buzz Lightyear's point of view, featuring the original conversations from the film, plus additional buddy interaction. Together they say over 100 sayings with blinking eyes. So that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but yeah. Interactive buddy mode. When the figure selects set to play via A-B position, Buzz and Woody facing each other with a close range, press one of the buddy's front or back IR buttons, and the two pals will talk and interact with each other with blinking eyes. Press each buddy's IR buttons front or back again to start another conversation. Note if the buddies have been left idle for a while, the interactive buddies will shut off automatically to save battery life. Press any button on both figures to wake them up. And, yeah, you want to go to Roundup. So yeah, you can kind of get the gist of these. We will get more into that as we review. So yeah, that is the box. Top says Toy Story. There's nothing on the bottom, which, yeah, open these from the bottom, guys. So yeah, let's look at the figures. So yeah, that's enough of the box. Really nice box. 2009 box is superior in my opinion. That's like the best. In 2009 in general had the best Toy Story toys. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get to the review of the figures themselves. Here is Sheriff Woody himself. Not much. He is just your standard Woody. He does have his hat that's removable. It's just a generic hat with the 2 holes. And here's Woody's head sculpt. A lot of people do say these ones are creepy, but I think this is a pretty good head sculpt. It's pretty glossy. He has some nice rosy cheeks. Pretty good smile. He does have screws on the back of his head because he does have animatronic blinking eyes. He does have the Toy Story collection buttons and a pretty nice details. He has a pretty good badge, a nice bandana. Does not have a pull string, but there is a button here, but we'll get to that a little later. He does have his jeans, a holster. Doesn't swivel, but whatever. And that's where his battery compartment is. He has his belt buckle, which is nice. He's got his boots, which are just a hard plastic, which were on a lot of basic Woodies for many, many years, up until, what, 2021? Yeah. Not much to say about Woody. He's just a standard Woody with a pretty good-looking body. His hands can rotate if you wanted to. They do rotate 360. Woody's head does not move because he has the animatronic feature, but I'm pretty sure other versions after this did have a moving head. But yeah, so that's Woody.
Yeehaw! Ride him, cowboy!
So let's move on to Buzz Lightyear. Here is Buzz Lightyear. He is just your standard talking Buzz Lightyear. He does have the blinking eyes, and he has a pretty good head sculpt. He does have the buttons, and the wing button is pressable, but we'll get to that later. He has no sticker on the back, unfortunately. Kind of wish he did. So yeah, it's pretty hard to show these guys on camera. He does have articulation in his hand. His hand does not rotate, unfortunately, but he has new molded fingers for some reason. He does have a laser. Yeah, his helmet can go up. I don't like touching his helmet too much because I don't want to get it smudged. So yeah, that's where his speaker, his sensor is right there. Woody's sensor is hidden under his shirt. Here's his, the bottom of his feet. His wings, well, he doesn't have any wings. The detail is painted, so I do appreciate that. He does have, he does have real screws here, just like the real Buzz Lightyear, because other ones have fake screws. So that's a nice attention to detail. Yeah, these are all screws, but they don't bug me too much. Not a big deal. There is his switch. Woody's switch is inside his voice box, but I didn't feel like showing that off because that would be too hard to do. But it is easier to switch than the collection Woody voice box, so yeah. We got the Space Ranger Lightyear sticker. Yeah. Nicely painted detail. Like, it's pretty detailed. So yeah, nothing's like unpainted. Oh yeah.
Time for hypersleep again. Buzz Lightyear, signing off.
Yeah, as the box said, they do go to sleep after a while, so yeah. Yeah, and he does have articulation in his legs. Pretty stiff. But the ratchet joints not like super loud, like unlike later Buzzes. They're pretty smooth. His rose can only rotate halfway because I'm pretty sure the sensor. This arm can go 360. Fingers can move up and down. So yeah, this move. The sticker's kind of peeling there. That's weird. So yeah, that is Buzz Lightyear. So yeah, and I do like the mold because like in the movie Buzz had like this kind of mold because like the collection ones are like later ones with wings, like they're a little too far out. Like this is how it should be. So yeah, the green's a little too dark. On camera it looks way too dark, but I think it's a nice green. It's not too bad, but yeah, that is Buzz. And now let's hear Woody and Buzz interact with each other. Jesus, you need to learn how to talk. All right, so now that we've taken a look at both of them in the box, let's hear them talk. Now, as the box said, this is so for Woody, his interactive button is on the top or in the back, like I said. This bottom one is just a talk button, as we saw earlier. So yeah, and for Buzz, his interactive buttons are all here and back here. So let's hear them speak. So yeah.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I'm Sheriff Woody.
So let's wake him up. All right, let's go.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. Hello? Hoya! Whoa, hey, whoa. Did I frighten you? Sorry, howdy. My name is Woody. I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
So as you can see, yeah, they do say phrases from the movie, which is really, really cool. really awesome for these toys. And for 2009 toys, they're pretty advanced. So let me just take off Woody's hat because it's kind of preventing him from standing there. So, yeah.
I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger. Oh, brother, you're a toy. I am a member of the Universe Protection Unit. You are a toy. T-O-Y, toy. Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
So, yeah, let's just here press Woody's shirt button.
Look, we're all impressed with the new toy. Toy? Yes, toy. T-O-Y, toy. Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger. Brother. Oh, hey, guys, look! It's the real Buzz Lightyear! You're mocking me, aren't you? Oh, no. Buzz, look! An alien! Where? Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Do you read me? Buzz, what are you doing? Something is wrong. Why don't they answer? That's because your communicator is a sticker. Sheriff, I sent something. What is it, Buzz? Stand back, Sheriff, while I power up my laser. What laser? That's just a light. No time to argue. I'll set my laser to stun. Oh, brother, you're a toy!
So let me just press the back button.
Oh, no. I think we're lost. Lost? No, I can't be lost. Then I'd be a lost toy. Gotcha, Sheriff. What? Oh, right. Good one, Buzz. Good one. Buzz Lightyear, we've got trouble. Trouble? Where? Down there. It's a helpless toy. It's trapped. Buzz Lightyear, to the rescue. The security of the entire universe is in jeopardy. You're a toy. You're an action figure. You're a child's plaything. You are a sad, strange little man. You have my pity. Farewell.
So I don't know if the camera picked up, but as you could see, they do say a lot of Toy Story 1 quotes, but a lot of new quotes, which the box said, so that's pretty cool.
Sheriff Woody? What is it, Buzz? You are indeed a good friend. And you've got a friend in me, pal.
So let me just...
Buzz, you're alive. This is great. I want you to know that even though you tried to terminate me, revenge is not an idea we promote on my planet. Oh, well, that's good. But we're not on my planet, are we? No.
And you can't press the back of Woody's button
Buzz,
here.
we're at the spaceport. Quickly, Sheriff.
Oh, this
the airlock is closing. This way, Buzz. Great idea, Woody. I like your thinking.
Anyways, yeah, I was...
Look, Buzz, there's an alien. What? Where? I'm only kidding, pal. You find it funny? Right, I forgot about your intergalactic mission.
So yeah, Woody and Buzz both unlock new phrases if you click them from the back. So, yeah.
Hey, Buzz, ever ride a horse? I'm a space ranger. It'll be fun, really. Well, I suppose. Looks like we got an unwanted visitor in town. Greetings, I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. I'm Sheriff Woody. Well, Sheriff, maybe you could help me. Have you seen my spaceship?
So yeah, this is Woody's bottom button, so we could just hear a few phrases.
Say, partner, what do you want to do today? Hey, howdy, hey. Does ever ride a horse? Look, there's a bandit. I'm only kidding, pal. You know, you are one fun deputy. You want to go to a roundup? Oh, don't worry, partner. I'll make a cowboy out of you yet.
Buzz has the laser, so yeah, like we saw earlier. And this is his talk button.
I am a member of the Universe Protection Unit. The evil Emperor Zurg is out there somewhere. Buzz Lightyear, to the rescue! There's a secret mission in uncharted space.
Which is one of my favorite lines.
To infinity and beyond.
So yeah, Buzz has a little more of his toy mode phrases. Unfortunately, Woody doesn't really say any of all. The only one he says is this town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Yee-haw, cowboy! My name's Woody. You wanna go to a roundup? It'll be fun. Come on, partner. Let's saddle up for adventure. Yee-haw! cowboy? Oh, Buzz, you got a lot to learn about being a cowboy. Look, there's a bandit. I'm only kidding, pal. Say, partner, what do you want to do today? This town ain't big enough for the two of us. What am I saying? Of course it is.
It's in two parts, that line. So, yeah, it kind of sucks all what he didn't say, like, reach for the sky, snake in my boot. But, at least he says that one. So, yeah, let's see any more phrases they say.
Sheriff, have you seen my spaceship? Oh, Buzz, your spaceship, it's over here. Where? You're mocking me, aren't you? I'm sorry, Buzz, you cracked me up.
Let me just...
Oh, Buzz, your spaceship, it's over here. It is? Where? Ugh, you find taunting the Space Ranger funny, do you? I'm sorry, Buzz, you cracked me up. Hey, Buzz, Mr. Space Ranger. Sheriff? You wanna go to a roundup? You have strange customs on this planet. Oh, Buzz, you got a lot to learn about being a cowboy. But I'm a Space Ranger. Oh, don't worry, partner. I'll make a cowboy out of you yet. And exactly what rank is cowboy? Buzz Lightyear calling Sheriff Woody. Buzz, I'm right here. I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger. Oh, brother, you're a toy. I am a member of the Universe Protection Unit. You are a toy. T-O-Y, toy. Excuse me, I think the word you're
Pretty sure we heard this one already.
is Space Ranger. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Do you read me? Buzz, what are you doing? Something is wrong. Why don't they answer? That's because your communicator is a sticker.
I don't know why I say that, because it doesn't have the communicator, which would have been really easy to do, but okay.
Sheriff, I said something. What is it, Buzz? Stand back, Sheriff, while I power up my laser. What laser? That's just a light.
Yeah, we heard this one already.
No time to argue. I'll set my laser to stun. Oh, brother, you're a toy. The security of the entire universe is in jeopardy. You're a toy. You're an action figure. You're a child's plaything. You are a sad, strange little man. You have my pity. Farewell.
So yeah, I like that line.
Buzz Lightyear calling Sheriff Woody. Buzz, I'm right here. Sheriff Woody calling Buzz Lightyear. Come in, Buzz. This is Buzz Lightyear. Go ahead. Hello? Local law enforcement. It's about time you got here. Howdy. My name's Woody. I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger. My ship has crash-landed here by mistake. Yes, it is a mistake. Look, we're all impressed with the new toy. Toy? Yes, toy. T-O-Y, toy. Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger. Brother.
So, yeah, that's kind of most of their phrases. Yeah, they don't have a lot. Well, they do have a lot, but I could have wished that we had, like, some phrases like you can't fly, these are plastic, or, maybe we could have had the little more like maybe some lines from like Toy Story 2. That would have been cool. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up this review. They're probably gonna interrupt me while I'm talking, but hope you enjoyed this review. These guys are pretty cool for what they are. I mean, especially for 2009 toys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.